Hello everyone, welcome to another video. Today we'll be looking at the Earth Dragon Demeter, and in this video I'm gonna go through his skill set and also why he is one of the better, if not the top dragons we see in the Conquest right now as well. I will be explaining some of his skill tree and also what kind of marches he fits in with each skills and other stuff, right? So that being said, let's take a look at the first skill for our Earth Dragon Demeter. So the first dragon tree is called Collapse. This is the one that I currently use on my main team, and in my opinion, I've been switching around between some of the other skills as well. And if you guys did see some of my videos from the dragon tier list video, and see that from early game season 1 to season 3 before the dragon skill tree become available, Earth Dragon haven't been really good, right? But once these skills become a thing for Earth Dragon, and in my opinion it become one of the best elemental dragons we have in the game. So yeah, Collapse, in my opinion, one of the best skills that we can have for an Earth for Earth team. Earthquake deals 30,000 additional true damage. Of course, this number gonna increase with the higher level you're gonna go. And in my opinion, this skill it's very good, but I didn't choose Collapse because of Earth Roar. I choose Collapse because of Sandstorm Breath in the Collapse, right? Because it increases chance of reducing damage taken by 1% and effect duration by 0.6 seconds, which means if it's maxed out, it has like 19, almost 100% chance to reduce damage taken by 3 random allied, and it lasts for 15 to 16 seconds. So I'm gonna show you guys about this later in the game because I use this skill and I show you guys the purposes of using this skill, because I think there are no other dragons in the game except Holy and Shadow that have 3 dragon skills that are very good, and they can be used like different ways. So now we're seeing Collapse. Let's take a look at the next one. So the next one is Aftershock. Is also a very good skill. I used to use this skill. So I switch back and forth between Collapse and Aftershock, because Aftershock Earth Roar is stun duration shortened to 1 second, but Earthquake duration extended by 3 seconds. And in my opinion, that is actually pretty good, right? You have the chance to stun and everything like that, and it lasts for 15 seconds. And in my opinion, that is, if you have a specific march like Hybrid, I do recommend you guys to look at this dragon skill tree, because I think this is very good for a hybrid or a march where attack speed is very high, because the Sandstorm Breath for Aftershock has a 90% chance of reducing damage received by 3 random units or allied units by 35%, increase their attack speed by 3% for 12 seconds, right? When I think it is at level 8, we will see around like 20% or 25%, if I'm not mistaken, or around that area, right? I don't have that kind of number right now, but because I don't use this skill at the moment, so I can't see that. But it should be around that area, and in my opinion, it's a very good skill because it increases attack speed. And imagine if you have Alex and Hannibal with rapid artifact, they're gonna be like doing like 30-40% extra attack speed to Alex, which is insane amount of attack speed in my opinion. So that is one of the good things you can use that for. But you can also use this as like for a double tank, right? Because you can get more attack speed for your tank. So that can be a thing. You can stun and all of this kind of stuff, which it really depends what kind of marches you are building at the moment. As for Fisher is also not a bad skill. Fisher is something like I've seen people use it. I've used it myself. Personally, my mods have never been on the same page as Fisher Dragon's, Dragon talent selection, right? But I've seen people use this with the hybrid mods. I've seen this used with like different type of mods like Alex, Full Earth, or Himiko, these kind of mods, and it's actually performing pretty well. And Earth Roar, when inflicting stun, also increases damage taken by target by 5%. So what it does is basically increase the damage taken by the enemies. And I think this can be a very good ride, especially if you have a certain teams like, for example, Alex, Himiko, these kind of heavy damage related teams and not tanky one. I think this is going to be very, very good. As for Sandstorm for Fisher, has a 90% chance of reducing the damage received by 3 random units or allied units by 25% and granting the following effect when hitting with normal attacks: recover HP and deals or deal true damage, lasts for 12 seconds. I think the second one is not that special, but the first one, in my opinion, can be a very good thing if you like, full attack Earth that you want to do a lot of damage within the shortest amount of time. I think that can be a very good thing for you if you want to go, make a team, something like that. But all in all, in my opinion, before we go into the game, I'm gonna show you guys once more which Dragon Skill 3 or Dragon Skill that I choose and I use currently. So I use this one, Collapse, just to explain to you guys one more. I think this one is perfect for my mod, and also Aftershock is going to be very good for my mod. But like I said earlier in this video or throughout the video, it really depends on what kind of mods you are building around, because you have to look into the skill description closely and see what you want with your mod. So that being said, let's go take a look in the game for my mod and the dragon. Now let's take a look in the game and see what kind of damage and differences the Collapse is making with the teams. You can see here that my team is doing great. Let's see if I can find her main team. And this is her main team, and she's also using Collapse, and it definitely helps out a lot using Collapse, right? Because I think Collapse is one of the better dragon skills for this type of matches, double tank, right? But if you're running someone like some different talent, you can definitely do that, and you can test it out yourself, which one is better for your mod. But if you want to run double tank, I think Collapse is one of the best. Aftershock also very, very good. The Fisher, I think, is not that great for double tank, but I have to test it out again because it's been a while since I tested out, and while the monsters like my mod do change every now and then. For example, I used to have Bjorn here, I used to have Charles here, and it changed around a little bit. I'm probably gonna change again very soon, so we'll see what happens, right? But for now, with the current mod that I have, I think Collapse is really, really strong. Let's take a look at the report. Like, the dragon doesn't do much, right? In terms of damage, in terms of, something else like control. But the most important here is definitely going to be this skill, Sandstorm, because it has a 98% chance to reduce the damage received by 3 random allied units by 35% for 16.8 seconds. And this is a level 8, right? And we can unlock level 10 right now because the game hasn't reached that far yet. So once it goes to 100, level 10, we're probably going to go to 100%, and then it's not going to go to like probably 20 seconds, right? So yeah, that being said, that's pretty much it about the Collapse and Earth Dragon. In my opinion, it went up from the ashes to become one of the best elemental dragons in the game, and it's very popular. But if you can see, for example, if you look at the rankings here, right? If you're not using, for example, Holy Dragon, right? Everybody is probably using Earth Dragon right here. See, it's very popular because it's very good, right? And some people have, these kind of skills, right? And like Holy Dragon, most of us are using Earth Dragons, as you can see, and he is very popular right now. So you better choose, like, you can choose and play around a little bit, and you can see that this team, you can change a little bit, but you can see that this team is very popular right now. And Earth Dragon is, if I were to recommend you guys one dragon to upgrade, this skill tree first, right? I'd probably go for Earth Dragon because it's easiest to play around. The best way to play around if you want to go fight against the whales as well, in my opinion. It has the sustainability, it has the damage, so it basically has everything, and you wouldn't go wrong with this skill, or with this dragon, right? So yeah, thanks you guys for watching. I hope you managed to decide which kind of dragon tree skill that you probably want to make, and yeah, that's pretty much it before I keep talking, repeating myself. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next video.